let me explain some of the meanings of the word order. Order. O-R-D-E-R. Order. If I say, stop, stop, put your hands up. Stop, put your hands up. That's a command. That's an order. I'm ordering you to stop. I'm giving you an order. A command and an order are the same thing. If you are in a restaurant, the waiter might say, have you decided what you want? Are you ready to order? Have you decided? Are you ready to order? Sometimes you might hear place an order. They placed an order for 2 pizzas to be delivered later. They placed an order. In order. If I say to you, put these letters in order. In order. You say, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, those are in order. If I say, put these cards in order, I want them in order. And you say, okay, so 8, 9, 10. Okay, those are in order. Somebody might say to you, okay, it looks like everything's in order. Everything's in order here. The expression in order to means almost the same thing as so that. You have to study. If you want to learn, you study in order to learn. You study in order to learn. It means you have to do one thing so that another thing will happen. You eat good food in order to stay healthy. I use letters sometimes in order to explain a lesson. Using numbers, working with numbers is called mathematics or math. A kind of easy mathematics is called arithmetic. When you are little, when you are young, you have to go to school to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. This is a symbol, a sign. This symbol is the sign or the symbol for addition, a process. A process is like a recipe. A process called addition. The verb is to add. This is also called the plus sign, the plus sign. This is the symbol or the sign for subtraction. The verb is to subtract. Also called the minus sign. This is the sign for multiplication. Multiplication, hard word. Multiplication, to multiply. This is the sign for division, to divide. And this is the sign for equals. The equal sign means the same. Equal means the same as. The same as. So this is the addition sign or the plus sign, and it means to add something together. So how would you say this? How would you say this process? You could say 3 plus 2 equals 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Or you can say 3 and 2 are 5, or some people say is 5. 3 and 2 is 5, 3 and 2 are 5. You could also say 3 and 2 makes 5. Or you can say if you add 3 and 2, you get 5. If you add 3 and 2, you get 5. Or you can say 3 added to 2 makes 5. Or 3 added to 2 is 5. Or you could say 2 more than 3 is 5. 2 more than 3 is 5. Okay, that's addition. This is the sign or the symbol for subtraction. The verb is to subtract. It's called a minus sign. So how would you say this? You would say 10 minus 6 equals 4. Or you can say 6 subtracted from 10 is 4. Or you can say if you take 6 from 10, you get 4. Or you can say 10 less 6 makes 4. More or less is a pretty common expression. It means approximately. How long are you going to be gone? How long are you going to be gone? I'll be gone 2 weeks, more or less. About 2 weeks. 2 weeks, more or less. This is the symbol or the sign for multiplication. To multiply is the verb, to multiply. How would you say this? You'd say 4 times 5 equals 20. Sometimes this is called the times sign, 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 5 equals 20, or 4 times 5 is 20. Or you can say 4 multiplied by 5 is 20 or equals 20. Or you can say 5 fours makes 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fours makes 20. This is the sign for division, the symbol for division. To divide is the verb. How would you say this? You would say 72 divided by 9 equals 8. 72 divided by 9 equals 8. Or 9 into 72 goes 8 times. So those are the symbols, the signs in arithmetic, the processes to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. The signs for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. If this is a small glass, and this is a medium-sized glass, and this is a big glass or a large glass, what size is this? That's a tiny, tiny glass. Something that's very, very small is called tiny. If this is a large glass, what is this? That's huge. That's huge. Huge is a word for something that's very, very big. I'm sorry, I made a mistake on number 179, a small mistake. I typed, there is 2 handles. It's better to say there are 2 handles, or there's 2 handles. If there's more than one thing, you say there are. There are apples on the table. If there's only one apple, you say there is one apple. There are when there's more than one thing. There is when there's one thing. Let's practice the sounds of the alphabet. These are the first 8 letters of the alphabet. This is the letter A. A. What does A sound like? It can sound like A, it can sound like it can sound like ah. You don't know. You just have to listen and learn. You don't know. I'm sorry. You don't know. The baby ate the apple in the afternoon. The baby almost ate the apple. 3 different sounds. This is a B, the letter B. How does it sound? B, B, baby. A baby is a child less than 1 year old. A baby. Baby. B, B. This is a C. A C. A C sounds like k, k, k. Call. Call. Sometimes it sounds like C. If there is a vowel, these are called vowels. If there's an E after it, it can sound like cell. Cell phone, cell phone. You can make a call on your cell phone. So it sounds like k or s, k or s. That's a C. This is a D. A D sounds like d, d, D. This is an E. It can sound like E or can sound like a. Cell, cell. E, You don't know. You have to listen. You have to see the word and hear it and say it. That's an E, the letter E. This is an F, F. It sounds like f, f. Food, food, f. The letter F, F, food. This is a G, G, the letter G. It sounds like G, G, G. Good, good. That's good, good. This is an H, the letter H. It sounds like how are you? I have an apple. Have. How. This letter is an I. What does it sound like? An I sounds like I or I. Higher, a little bit higher. That's an I, the letter I. This is a J, J. That's just right. How's that? That's just right. J, J. Just. That's a J. This is a K, the letter K. sounds like k, k. Sometimes it sounds like a C, call, in the word call, but this is a K, K. Like, like. I like apples. This is the letter L. Sounds like L, L. Long, long, like, long. This is the letter M. M sounds like M, 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 many, most, many, M. This is the letter N. N. Nice, nice, never, never. This is the letter O. It has more sounds than any other letter. You don't know what it sounds like. You just have to read and listen. Move, top, bought, sound. It almost never sounds like O. It's called an O, but it's never, almost never sounds like an O, except in oh, oh no, not another apple, oh no. This is a P, P, paper. Tom, what are you doing? I'm putting pepper on a piece of paper. Tom, you're crazy. You're crazy. Do you think so? These are the last 10 letters of the alphabet. This letter is a Q. A Q. It sounds like K, K, quick, quick, K, quick, a Q. This is an R, an R. It sounds like R, 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 red, ready, R, red. This is an S. It's the only letter that sounds like it should. S, S. Well, sometimes an S can sound like Z, as in busy, busy. Tom, are you going out tonight? No, I have things to do. I'm too busy. I can't go out. I'm too busy. I have things to do. S. It's an S. This is called a T. This letter is a T. Tom. Today. Tom. T. T. This letter is called a U. U. Can sound like you, or it can sound like a cup. You need a cup to drink coffee. U, cup. This is a U. This is called a V, 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 very, very, V. Have, have. Do you have any apples? Very, I like apples very much. V. This is a W. W. It sounds like wha. Wha. What? What? Was. Was. Which way? Way. W. W. Which way? Which way to the store? W. This is called an X. X. It sounds like X. Box. S. Box. X. Accept. X. X. It's called an X. This is a Y. Y. It sounds like Y. Y. You. Young. Or it sounds like Y. Very. Sounds like E. Very. Very. Or it sounds like Y. Y. W-H-Y. Y. This is called a Y. This is a Z. Sounds like Z. Z. Crazy. Tom, you're crazy. If you don't want to go to work, if you don't like to work, you might be lazy. Z. It's called the Z. 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 How do I remember? That's hard. It's hard to remember what they sound like. Well, I have a friend named Danny who's going to help us. She's going to sing the letters. Okay? Here's Danny. She's going to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Danny.
And she's going to sing.
And I'm going to sing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Okay, here's Nikki. She's going to sing with Danny's help. Ready? Go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, O, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Here's Danny again to sing the ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Okay, here's Nikki and Danny together to sing the ABCs. Ready? Go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Let's practice counting again. Let's practice numbers. Let's count how many quarters. How many quarters? Well, let's count to 20. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now it gets easy, a little easier. What comes after 20? What number comes after 20? 20. 21. Etc. 22, 23. What's this number? 21. 2. That's easy to remember. 20. 2. 21. What's this number? 33. 33. This number. 45. This number. 55. 56. 57. 60. 60. 68. 74. 74. 74. 8. 88. 9. 96. 96. 99. What comes after 99? 100. What comes before 1? 0. 0. There's 0 quarters. 0, 1, 0. The number after 100 is 101. And then you start over the same way. 102. 103. Okay? What is this number? This number is 999. 999. What comes after 999? 1,000. What comes after 1,000? What number comes after 1,000? 1,001. 1,002. 1,003. What comes after 1,199? Well, 1,200. Okay? What comes after 9,999? 10,000. What comes after 99,999? 100,000. What number is this? That's a 2. It's a 2. What number is this? 22. What number is that? 222. What number is that? 2,222. How about this number? Okay, that's easy. 22,222. This number? 222,222. And this number, 2,222,222. How about this number? 1,234,567. There are a few more sounds that I forgot to tell you about. Some letters, when they are together, make a different sound. If you have a C and an H together, the sound is ch, ch. A watch. I have a watch on my wrist to tell the time. I have a watch. Church. I'm going to church. Ch, ch. CH sounds like ch. SH. SH. Sh, sh. I should go to church. Sh. Wash. I should wash the dishes. Wash, wash. Should. I should wash the dishes more often. Here's a hard one. Here's a difficult one. First, do you know the word between? Between. The S is between the letter T and the letter H. The S is between those two. Now the C is between the T and the H. Okay? This sound, TH, is th, th. The, there, those. You make this sound by putting your tongue between your teeth. That, those, these, the. Okay?
English. 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 Language. Language. Language.
Excuse me, Tom. I don't mean to interrupt, but if you don't mind, can I ask you a question? Sure, I don't mind. What is it? How do I introduce myself to someone? How do I introduce myself? That's easy. You say, if it was me, if I was introducing myself, I would say, hi, I'm Tom. I'm Tom. If it was you, let's say your name is Allison. You would say, hi, I'm Allison. If someone else introduced you, someone said, this is Allison, you would say, hi, nice to meet you. I would say, hi, nice to meet you. And then when they left, you'd say, bye, nice to have met you, bye. Okay? This tool, or this thing, is called a mirror. A mirror. You see things in a mirror. In a mirror. You can see the reflection of his face in the mirror. This is called a mirror. You see things in a mirror. Okay? Let's say you go to the store because you need a mirror. Your mirror broke. You dropped it. You dropped the mirror and it broke. You need a new mirror. When you pick up the mirror in the store, you go to the front of the store, to the checkout counter. There at the checkout counter you pay. You pay for the mirror. When you buy something, it's called paying for it. Paying for it. So, you go to the checkout counter, and the person who works there, the cashier, says something like, okay, that'll be $5.75. $5.75. There are 3 ways to pay for something. Cash, credit card, or a check. Okay? Usually you pay with cash or a credit card. This is called cash. Dollars, dollar bills, and coins, that's called cash. Pay with cash. How much is it? How much did you say? $5.75. That'll be $5.75. Okay. 5, 25, 50, 75. Okay. There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. The other way to pay is with a credit card. A credit card. This is called a credit card. Or you can write a check. This is called a checkbook. A checkbook. You can write a check. So there's 3 ways to pay for something. Usually you pay cash or use a credit card. Okay? Okay. Let's say you just went to the store and you bought a mirror, a new mirror. What can you see in the mirror? You can see yourself in the mirror. If I was looking in the mirror, I could see myself in the mirror. If another person was looking in the mirror, A male, a man. A male is his gender. If another person, a man, was looking in the mirror, what would he see? He would see himself. If a woman was looking in the mirror, a female, that's her gender, female, what would she see? She would see herself. Okay, if she bought the mirror, whose mirror is it? It's her mirror. It's hers. If he bought the mirror, whose mirror is it? Who owns it? It's his mirror. It's his. If you bought the mirror, who owns it? Who owns the mirror? Whose mirror is it? It's your mirror. It's yours. It's yours. If I bought the mirror, whose mirror is it? It's my mirror. It's mine. Okay? Sometimes when you go to the store, you have to know what something weighs. How heavy is it? What does it weigh? This tool is called a scale. It weighs things. These measurements on the inside, this is called a circle. This is called a circle. These measurements on the inside, 1, 2, 3, 4, are called pounds. Pounds. The smaller measurements are called ounces. There are 16 ounces in a pound. Okay? And you say, how that doesn't make any sense to me, Tom. How much is a pound? Well, let's weigh an apple. Okay? You know what an apple is. Okay, an apple weighs half a pound. This apple. It all depends how big. It depends how big the apple is. This is a big apple. Pretty big apple. So an apple weighs half a pound. Apple weighs 8 ounces. Okay? What does a person weigh? What does the average person weigh? Which means some people weigh more, some people weigh less. The average person weighs around, the average male, the average man, weighs around 180 pounds, 190 pounds. The average woman, the average female, weighs around 130, 140 pounds. Okay? These are spoons. A spoon can be used for many things. A spoon can be used to eat with. You can stir with it. You can stir your tea. You can stir your coffee. You can measure. This is called a measuring spoon. You can measure with a spoon. A tool that you can use a lot, that does many things well, is called a useful tool. It's useful. Spoon is useful. Words And expressions can be very useful. They can do many things. The expression, hand me. Tom, would you hand me a spoon? Hand me a spoon. Sure, there you go. It means give me. Would you hand me a spoon? It means you're kind of busy. You can't do it yourself. So you ask somebody to hand you, would you hand me the spoon, please? Sure. Another expression, do me a favor. Would you do me a favor? Which means to do something for someone else. Tom, would you do me a favor? Hand me the spoon? Sure, there you go. Or, Tom, when you go to the store today, would you do me a favor? Sure, what is it? Would you pick up some sugar? We're almost out of sugar. Sure, be glad to. Be glad to. Be happy to. Well, I need to ask you a favor. If you find these lessons useful, tell your friends about them. It's called letting them know. Let your friends know about the lessons. Maybe you could tell a newspaper. Okay? So if you will do me a favor and spread the word, it's called spreading the word. Okay? I didn't do a good job on number 196. I didn't do a very good job, so I'm doing it again. I'm going to redo it. Okay? You ready? I'm ready, Tom. Are you all set? Do you have your coffee? Do you have your pen? Your paper? No, I'm all set. Okay, let's go. If you and I go to the store and we buy a mirror together, whose mirror is it? It's our mirror, too. Who does the mirror belong to? It belongs to us. We bought it. It's our mirror. What can we see in the mirror? We can see ourselves. We can see ourselves in the mirror. It's our mirror. It's ours. We can see ourselves in the mirror. It belongs to us. The mirror belongs to us. If some other people, 2 or 3 or 4 other people, not us, buy a mirror together, they all get together and they buy a mirror, it's their mirror. It's theirs. What can they see when they look in the mirror? They can see themselves in their mirror. They can see themselves. They went to the store. They bought a mirror together. Who does it belong to? It belongs to them. It's their mirror. They bought it so they can see themselves in the mirror. The apple ate the baby. So, Tom, wait a minute. What did you just say? When? What did you just say just now, just 10 seconds ago? What did you say? The apple ate the baby? That doesn't make sense. That's impossible. That doesn't make sense. You're right. It doesn't make sense. And most of the expressions that we use in English don't make sense if you just read the words. If you just look at the words together, they don't make sense. But if you hear them enough, they begin to make sense. Take, there you go. There you go. What? Where? Where am I going? What do you mean, there I go? Or, what's up? What is up? What do you mean? What? Up in the air? Up? Up? Or, clean up. Clean up the house. Why would I clean up the house? Why would I clean up? A lot of expressions are like that, but after a while, you'll understand them. If you hear them enough times, you'll understand them. It just takes a little while. Does that make sense? There are some words that I can't explain by showing you, by talking. You'll just have to look them up in the dictionary. See, there's an expression that doesn't make sense. Look up. What do you mean, look up? Why up? Why would I look up? Why would I look up a word? I don't know. It's just an expression. It's how we say it. If you don't know a word, you have to look it up. You have to look it up. Which means search for it. Search. There's a word you have to look up. Search means to look for. Okay? Look for a word. But when you don't know a word, you don't look for it in the dictionary. If you speak English well, you look it up. You don't know it? You don't know that word? Look it up. Here are all the definitions for the word feel. Feel. I'll try to explain a few of the meanings of the word feel. The most common meaning you'll hear is, what do you feel like? What do you feel like? Let's say, I say, what do you want to do tonight? What do you want to do tonight? What do you feel like? Do you feel like going out? And you would say, I don't know. What do you feel like? Do you feel like going out? Do you feel like going to the movies? No, I don't feel like going to the movies. What do you feel like? It means, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's one sense of the word feel. Another sense is if somebody asks you, how do you feel? They are asking about your health. Your health, whether you are sick or not. How do you feel? If I hit my finger with a hammer, ow, that hurts. I hurt myself. The next day, you might say to me, Tom, how's your finger? How does it feel? Does it feel better? Does it feel better today? Okay. That's asking about your health. How does it feel? How do you feel? Another sense is, how do you feel? If someone says, how do you feel? It means emotionally. Your emotions. Are you happy? Are you sad? How do you feel? How do you feel today? I feel sad. I feel good. Okay? Sometimes you feel like studying English. Sometimes you don't. Here is another meaning of the word feel. If I touch this, this is a bag. This is a black bag made of cloth. A cloth, I think it's called velvet or velour. It's a bag. If I touch it with my fingers, I can feel something. This feels soft. That's a nice feeling. That feels soft. And wait a minute, I feel something. I feel something in here. There's a quarter in there. What do I have in my hand? What do I have in my hand? I have a quarter in my hand. That's one meaning of the word have, to possess. I have a quarter. To possess something. The expression have to. I have to go to the store. I have to go to the store. It's pronounced more like half instead of have, but it's spelled have. I have to go to the store. Or you have to have money to buy food. That means you need money. I need to go to the store. Another word for the same thing is got to. I got to go to the store. It usually sounds like gotta. Gotta. We're out of sugar. I got to go to the store. I have to go to the store. I need to go to the store. I've got to go to the store. I've got to buy some sugar. We're out of sugar. I have to buy some sugar. I need to buy some sugar. They all express the same thing. Usually people say, I have to. You have to study to learn.